Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be coaching another duelist, platinum duelist. This time it's gonna be a Jett player. Here on my server. Let's see, let's find him. I think he's offline. Platinum duelist. So yeah, if you guys want to join my server again, react for roles. You can pick these two here. You can go to server information, click here for notifications, and I will end up coaching you. I also added a a future coaching session. You can see here, there's a few slots left. For weekends, I'll try to coach two people. So for next weekend, there's still 3 slots open, and also Tuesday, Thursday, next week. So you see here, this is today. This is who I'm coaching, and basically this is more efficient for me and for whoever. Just keep kind of a schedule. But yeah, so go ahead and call this person here and get right into it. Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
nothing much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Is there any way you can turn your mic up a little bit, or I could probably just turn it up on Discord actually.
Okay.
Um,
I could check my settings.
Let me see. Actually, I think I might have you now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your peak? I know you play Jett, Raze, and Reyna, but
Uh,
um
so, uh, I've spent like 2 acts in gold, and I finally got to Plat 1, and but I played 2 games in D ranked, so I'm just trying to get back to Plat.
okay. So you're like kind of your gold through right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. No problem there or anything. Like we were talking about yesterday, I think we are talking about like satcheling and updrafting. I think that's like a super underrated strategy to do like pre-round that I don't really see many people doing on Jett or Raze, but also Reyna is really good. So, but if your playstyle is Jett and Raze, that's fine. Um, So yeah, I could show you some spots after you if you want to play a game, or I could just show you spots as well. But it's
I'm
really up
down
to
for
you.
either way.
Yeah, I'm down for either way as well. Whatever you think would be most beneficial to you.
Uh,
Because like, do you
I
think do you think you'd benefit mostly from spots, or do you think I should watch you to see like maybe what your maybe weaknesses are right now? Because
I
spots will
think
help you just.
I think some pointers in what I'm doing wrong could be helpful.
Okay, we can watch a game then, and then I'll go. We could try to get the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you getting Nitro. That's sweet.
Yeah, no problem.
I guess I don't know. I haven't even thought about that, but most qualities of people streaming has been pretty good, except for like a couple. So
Yeah, I seen that on some of the videos, and I wasn't sure if the people who had Nitro that made the quality better, or if it was just like internet problems or something.
I think it might be both, cause I remember one person it's actually been a couple that streamed to me, and it's literally just like really bad quality the whole time. So but yeah. So you ever flex to any other roles or anything?
Yeah, if there's 2 insta-lock duelists, I'll play. If I need to play smokes, I'll just do like Brem, cause he seems kind of easy.
Okay.
And then if I play Sentinel, I'll just do like Sage or Chamber.
Yeah, Chamber is actually a really good flex for you if you're gonna go into another role, cause technically he's Sentinel, but like really, he's a duelist, so it makes more sense. Just a little bit of a different playstyle from Gen Rays.
Yeah.
But
Or for initiator, I could play Sova. I don't know like crazy lineups, but he seems to be pretty good
yeah,
for
Sova's
like
very good. I would pick like
utility.
one or two flex characters. Sounds like you have one for every role, which is good. But usually if you're gonna fill, if you have like two duelists, you can still pick like whatever. And people won't be too upset. But yeah, you can go ahead and
Okay,
screen share if you want.
sweet.
Yeah, Sova's very good though. Sova's good on almost every map, maybe except for Split, but maybe Split and Fracture, I guess. But this guy's also really good on pretty much every map.
Can you see the? Oh, I tried playing Sky and I was not feeling it. I was flashing my teammates.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. I don't think it was you I was talking about because someone wanted to help me teach them Sky, but I was gonna like tell them that flashing your teammates is actually sometimes okay if you can get the kill on the enemy and not end up just getting
Okay.
your teammate killed. But obviously, if you can just avoid flashing your teammates, it's the best. Did you want to do a deathmatch or do you want to go straight into comp?
Uh, I'm down for a deathmatch if you have time.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of DM because I just lowered my sensitivity a bit,
Okay.
but
Do
this
you
has
do aim
been.
lab or just deathmatch?
I do aim lab like maybe once or twice a week,
Okay. I
not
would.
daily, but
Yeah, not daily. Do you do deathmatch daily?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's just about getting. Yeah, if you're especially if you're changing your sense, I think aim lab's very useful. Um, I don't know. You probably heard me say this before. Like 10 minutes before you play is really useful, or just like 5, and then you go do a deathmatch if you like deathmatch. But yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll start in the training range and hit some bots, and then I'll shoot the drones. Practice like jump peeking, like the corners, and then I'll go into DMs.
yeah, for sure. What's your sensitivity?
I have it on 800 DPI and 0.385.
Okay, that's a really good sense for the most part. So I think that's really close to what I play to actually. What a spawn.
Right? It's so irritating the spawns in this sometimes.
Yeah, I try to stay away from deathmatch because I go into a comp game already tilted.
Like, what is that Omen doing there?
You spawned right where you did. Almost immediately, I noticed your aim's not bad for a quote-unquote gold 3 player.
I am a little nervous right now too.
That's okay. Don't I can't tell you not to be nervous because it won't help. But as we continue, you should get a little better. Um,
Yeah.
but my intuition is that you're probably gonna your problems. Well, I like the knife by the way.
Oh, right. It's
Yeah,
so sick.
your problem's probably gonna lie somewhere in how you play. Usually it's I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's hard for me to predict always. So you like the Vandal more?
Yeah. I have like 3 times as many kills on it than the Phantom.
Well, I like the it glows as well if you have the most kills.
Oh yeah. It's definitely pretty cool, but it's you have to be top fragging on the whole team, like your
The
team
whole
and
game.
the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like they could have made it like really sick if they. I don't know. It's a reskin of the normal Vandal. So,
Yeah.
but the effects are so cool. It's almost kind of makes up for it.
Oh god.
It's okay. It happens. It's the nerves. Yeah. Generally you're hitting the taps. So
I just need to work on sometimes I spray when
instead of
I
tap
yeah, or
or just like burst. Yeah.
bursting.
I was playing this with someone like very recently actually. It's like maybe you'll notice yourself doing this as well. Like whenever you spray at someone and you'll like keep spraying even though you're missing, just because you want to try to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to reset at that point. That's the best thing to do. And once you realize that, it's much easier to correct.
Damn. I'm gonna try the Phantom out for a bit.
I'm gonna swap to the region real quick. Hopefully it doesn't. Alright, we're good. What is that? Yeah, it's a nice Phantom skin as well.
The Call of Duty
Yeah,
skin.
just like the attachments on it. Looks like your aim is just definitely Plat at the least.
That's one of the things I was worried about was when I ranked up to Plat, is that I would just get out aimed by everyone.
So, that's a fine worry, but the thing about Plat is that it's like gold is not very consistent. Plat is also very inconsistent with aim and just like good players. Sometimes you play against gods. I don't know if that's because Smurfs or whatever, but um, yeah, sometimes you'll play against absolute bots and you'll wonder how they're in Plat. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Try to focus on yourself, really.
Okay. I've been playing a lot on my alt account too because I have two friends who are like hard stuck silver.
Yeah, that's probably
So
gonna hurt you a little bit if you're playing
yeah,
silver. But if you do it just a little bit, it's fine. But yeah, make sure not to do it like, cause some people they'll play with their friends and then maybe you'll just want to play in silver just because it feels better or whatever, cause you're out fragging always or whatever. So make sure to catch yourself if you do that, cause it will mess with your muscle memory for higher ranks, playing its higher
and just
ranks,
their play styles are so
like
weird.
brain dead for the most part.
Yeah.
No offense to silver players, but yeah. Also, one thing I'm noticing is that you're not jiggling, but this is deathmatch, so I don't know if that changes anything. So teaching you to jiggle could be very good.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably work on making that more of a habit.
I do like
That's
that you're
for
just W
sure.
keying though, and especially in deathmatch, that's a good sign as a duelist.
Yeah, I don't really care about going in first. It's just I need to work on sometimes I'll go in and not
Get the kill.
I'll not check the map on where my teammates are at. So I'll go in expecting them to trade me and then realize no one's pushing with me.
Yeah, that's something. Do you like say when you're gonna go in, or do you just kind of go in
Yeah,
expecting?
I've been working on doing that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's an important thing. But if you realize no one's gonna follow you, you could just change your playstyle up a little bit to make it kind of a little more appropriate for your team. Because ranked teams always are gonna differ. So yeah, sometimes you'll feel like you're literally the only person on the team is trying, and that does suck. But it doesn't mean you should just give up.
Either just go and like lurk and
Yeah,
just kind of
lurking or just fighting, like holding on it. Whenever you're attacking, just hold, like see if the enemy team's aggressive. Especially if it feels like you're the only one trying, good chances for your team to be down in rounds. So the enemy team might get aggressive on defense because they just know they can get kills. What was that?
the great spawn.
That's what you gotta do. You notice yourself missing, you
Yeah,
just tap. That's really good.
and that guy kept spraying. Oh, another.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's something a
I was
lot of
gonna
low
get
rank
another
players
guy.
do. Yeah,
Oh,
that's like a bit of a close range vandal type thing right there.
through the wall.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely gotta hit the headshots close range because spraying could be kind of
Yeah.
rough. Or at least for me, I don't know. I know you could kind of track the recoil with the way the barrel goes,
Yeah, it's some. I think there's
but
like a Vandal skin that has tracers, which is weird, but um, yeah, mainly just think about where you're gonna push the round, like before the start of the round, or where your team wants to go. Good game for the most part there though. And if you're gonna go to like a short slash medium range site or area, you can just use the Phantom, so you don't really have that problem. But if you do have the Vandal, there's still gonna be cases whenever you're close range trying to fight someone. It's just unlucky, really.
yeah, that's for
So
sure.
yeah, we'll see how you play. If you Well, are you gonna pick Jett or Raze here?
I think it depends on the map,
Okay.
unless you want me to play one or the other.
I don't mind too much, but I was gonna say, yeah, depending on the map, I'll show you where you can either updraft or satchel. It's on you
Okay.
though to choose. So yeah, obviously you don't want to play like the same spot every round, but there are some really good spots you can get away with once or even twice because some of them people just don't even expect even after you play it once. But some are so obvious that you can only get away with it once. I would play Jett here.
Yeah, I love Jett on this map.
I get this map a lot recently.
I've
Okay,
definitely
so
seen some crazy uh Raze plays on it, but I'm not that good.
yeah, I mean Raze is definitely good on most maps, but Jett is just very good on this map mainly because of mid with her knives or like the amount of areas you can updraft and just like I don't know. It's just a good map for most agents anyway. But so the one updraft spot I will tell you is this, it's like close right. You're coming out of A main, the high ground there. So if you're
Okay.
if you're defending, you can just go up there, and that's a spot you can only really play once without them checking it. And so yeah, that's a spot to probably get like 2 or 3 kills if you have patience and
You just wait and trigger discipline it.
yeah, and just try to have patience, and then if you can let them walk out, and if you don't whiff, then you can definitely get some frags.
Okay.
But I don't. I mean, there's some updraft spots for like knives, but there's no other spots kind of like that on this map really, except for maybe like cat. But it's kind of
I
risky to
love
do.
the going to tiles and updrafting to look at
Yeah,
them and make cubby.
I was just about to say that actually. You should definitely try that on attack here. Okay, so your high gold, low plat game.
Yeah.
So let's have you go. You want to play that spot pistol round? This guy's almost level 400. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, you can try it. It might be a little
He's
hard.
hard, so like
Might be a little weird on
for
pistol round, but
okay.
you can try it if you want.
So usually if I'm on defense with Jett, I'll get a sheriff, but if I'm on attack, I'll do ghost smoke. I don't know
Okay.
what you think about that.
Sheriff's really good. I don't really like to use it that much because it's not my gun, but if it's your gun, it's your gun. I like Frenzy a lot. I like Armor Classic a lot. But again, this is all preference, so it's up to you really. There's nothing wrong. I would buy Smoke. Oh, actually, yeah, just buy Smoke here. Let's not play that round or that spot first round.
Okay.
You can just buy
So
that, yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's completely fine. Any pistol's fine really. You can even go shorty. Uh, so it's just preference and how you want to play it.
Okay.
For this, actually, Sheriff's probably better,
Oh,
but
well done.
Ghost is also fine.
Oop.
Oof.
Dinkton tiles, he's 100. I hate playing against Chamber.
Yeah, especially on pistol run. They're probably gonna come out mid. Close cat. They come up to mid to your Viper though. Yeah, this is good. To call A. Walk up. Don't
They're
be
all
scared.
on
Don't be
A.
scared. One's probably gonna be late cat. Watch cat. Maybe not, but take your fights. You gotta aggress. You got to aim for it though.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
okay.
like I should have went with my teammate.
Yeah, you could have. I would have not ran out. I would, cause like I don't. I think I heard the guy aim in, but you also had a smoke to play around with, which is really good to use there.
That's true.
Like just throw it like kind of out in the middle a little bit, so you can at least walk out safely without. I mean, you could still die technically through the smoke, but so buy shorty here. Honestly, go or B. I mean, I think they might come B.
Okay.
This round's all about just predicting where they're gonna go, especially as duelist. I like to buy shorty just because it's free kill and it's cheap, better than a classic really. So
Yeah.
so throw smoke, B main, and just sit close.
Should I play in it or just play around this?
You can play around that. Tell Viper to drop it actually.
Could you drop the orb?
Sounds like they might go mid.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I should have just not peeked him.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's just Nico anyway, so. That's the good thing about Nico. Oh, that spot that she's playing right there is very good, by the way. I can win this. So. Yeah. I think you can peek A main next round, and. Oh my god, that guy missed so many shots. And if you see them there, you should be able to just kill them because you should have better guns at this point.
Oh my god.
Winnable.
And then I could dash out.
Oh my god.
Well played.
Spectre. Pass the Spectre. So yeah, you can dash out or so you're gonna cross to the left against the wall in A main
Okay.
and just hold when they walk out because usually people won't expect that, but they will probably see you. You didn't pick up a Spectre, that's sad. And here they're probably hold tab, go A. Yeah, so they're probably gonna buy guns actually, but that's fine. You can just buy Vandal or Phantom.
What if Reyna's going here? Should I not?
No, it's fine. You can peek with her.
Okay.
Cross. She's probably gonna hold from right there. You can tell her you're gonna.
I'm gonna go wide, and you could hold the close angle, Reyna.
Yeah, and then if they see her and kill her, then they won't expect you as much. Up top, up top, up top, up top. You can push with Reyna flash. Just wait, just wait. Smoke and then walk through the smoke.
I'm not down.
That's good, that's good. They're gonna res, it's fine though. You can updraft. Good job. Yeah.
My team kind of did everything.
Yeah, it's all good though.
Sure.
I was gonna say you did hear the guy go up top. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. Basically,
I gotta pay more attention to that.
Yeah, it's just like a jumping noise, and if it's Jett, you'll hear like the passive as well usually.
Okay.
So here you can go like hold close cat unless you want to peek. You can peek if you want, but just be careful.
I could try to walk over.
Yeah, you can walk over
if
and
they don't peek it.
You can go up top on the box. Babe, I think the chamber will peek it though. So you hear that guy jumping up again.
I hear him A.
You can walking through the smoke's actually a good play. Except you made the drop zone. That's
yeah. And now
wait, no,
two
you can go. You
watching
can
mid.
go. It's fine. Just you can hold this. Hold out a little bit to the right, a little more. Yep. You can aggress.
I feel like they
Sounds
might
like they might
wrap
go A.
around.
Yeah, just hold right here, cause they're. Tell your Reyna to wait.
Wait, Reyna. They might be our heaven.
Could come cat still. Yeah, or heaven. They can really collapse on you here. Nice, that's the spray control. He was mid. He's the one that was mid. He already went up mid though. Probably tree, yeah. Or heaven. You have smokes. You can swing him. Oh, he has a trap though, I think. Nice, that's a perfect play.
Oh, it breaks the door? What the heck?
What broke the door? Was it the knife?
I think it was my body.
This
I don't
game's
know.
broken. Okay, go B, go B. Do you understand why I want you to go B?
Because they just got ran down on A, so they're
Yeah, they got they got 3v1, and now they really just instinctively don't want to go A again. Although
that makes sense.
they could still go A, but there's a you can cross to left again. This is the same as A main, except you do it in B main aggressively. Nice, just wait, just wait. Your Viper baited for you.
Oh my god,
That's
I
all
just
good.
whiffed so hard.
Yeah, that is a free kill though, in most cases. So you can see how that spot's really good.
Yeah.
She's gonna get healed though. Yeah, this
Sage
is
is
like
there too. Sage in spawn. Sage in spawn.
Yeah, this
I
is
saw she healed the Raze. I saw it.
yeah, that's a good call. You can also call. I would call it instantly that Raze is gonna be healed by Sage.
She healed the Raze. You could see the healing on her.
Okay, now you can play the high ground spot. Let's see you on the Phantom
Okay.
for this. I think Phantom might see you a little better. You can see, but you can see how easily if you hit these shots, then you're in a really good spot.
Okay.
But yeah, playing. Do you usually play aggressive in A main and B main like that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Or and then I'll switch it up and play like tiles or peek mid with the op.
Yeah. One A main.
They got A main orb. Oh, I'm scared they're gonna check this.
They most likely won't. Don't worry. If they ran a flash, don't shoot the flash. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, you can just gamble with it. Brandon's not even alive anymore.
Damn. They're doing everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't push. There's a good chance there's still some here.
Okay.
Maybe not. That guy likes to play tiles, but he could still come here. And if they don't come here, you just play this spot again next round, because I think they'll come A soon.
Okay.
Can't complain about a team like that, at least.
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah, if you do get flashed, you can ask your Reyna to shoot it maybe, or you can just not shoot it. There's
Okay.
a chance the Reyna clears you. I have a feeling she might actually, so you might want to shoot it, but we'll see what the Reyna does here.
Should I play aggressive with our reyna or just
Nah, you don't have
up
to.
here?
It's fine.
Okay.
I also have Raze ult, so
True. Astro wall too.
okay, you can go. Okay, never mind, never mind. You can push up with her. You can rotate or you can just push.
I could get knives. Oh, she's popping off.
One more B. Okay, one more B. Well, I think you can opt for a more aggressive spot. Honestly, I don't think they're coming A. Maybe you can play mid, play market maybe.
Okay.
Have you seen the spot that I was showing? It's like there's like a ramp in market. You kind of go up
Right
that.
here.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And so you just sit here, and then you can also hear B main. So this helps you defend mid and B main. If they come from mid, you're gonna get like probably 2 kills at least, unless
Okay.
you whiff. And then B main, you can just peek out whenever they're going lane, and you can shoot them in the back of the head.
Makes sense.
But your team is just destroying them, so yeah, I like how you bought that as well. You have a lot of money. Mid and top mid. Looks like they might go,
Go A.
yeah, from cat. So you can walk through that Viper wall. You can walk up. She's already nice. They're gonna try to res that. Can you play a little more? Never mind.
Should I hold mid still?
Yeah, go market. Just go market, cause smoke it. Oh, okay. You can updraft. They activated the trap. Careful, you guys can lose this. Play together. I would pull out the Phantom. Oh, I knew he was gonna do that actually. Oh my god, he has a judge. Okay, go B again. I'll show you some spots on B to play. I think they come
Okay.
good kills though.
Thank you.
So there's a spot, corner next to lever, and there's a corner in logs. These
This
spots are
spot?
both good to play, yeah. So there's Raze ult. This might be dangerous because Raze ult, but I think this is fine. Because people don't clear this as much as you would expect. And they also have Res and Astral. So the Astral, you can play aggressively around it. Just because
Okay.
they usually don't expect that. At least one.
I think she blinded, yeah.
So it sounds like they're just going everywhere. It sounds like they're kind of
Playing
defeated.
default.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You can push mid. Or they might try to res, but honestly. Wait, play the
They're
ramp.
probably
Play the ramp spot. Ramp spot.
3v3. Don't peek him, Viper. You don't need
There's
to.
two there. Two there.
Oh no.
This is okay. You can.
Now Sky's peeking.
You can fight him. You could smoke. Walk back. Walk back. Yeah, this is beautiful. He could have already crossed. He has ult. Just walk back. He's gonna have to go to a site. Nice. Good job. I was gonna
Yeah.
say you could use dash for if he ults, and I think he knew that, so that's why I didn't ult.
Or I could. I've seen people updraft the grenades too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very good to do. So you can play. I don't know. The way these guys are playing, they're not really going together, so they're probably already saying GG. But you can push A main. They can't have guns, so now if you know they can't really buy full guns, you could just play a little more aggressive.
Okay, that makes sense.
You want to play? Let's play.
Dash on him. Fuck it. Yes, this is what I like to see. Probably toward B, just because that's how it is. This game. Smart.
I don't know.
I think she was. Yeah. Okay. You can aggress B main now just for fun.
Okay.
Can also always aggress mid, but it's a little more weird if you're not comfortable with it. Especially with the Phantom, it's kind of hard. Do you ever op?
Yeah. I feel like I probably need more practice on it, but
Yeah, I mean,
I've used.
your aim's pretty good on rifle, so. But yeah, opping is really good. Honestly, if you just do it like in games kind of like where you're up like this. I mean, not this game because it doesn't matter at all. But if you're winning, you won like 4 rounds in a row. Getting an op is very good.
Yeah.
She was expecting you, so it's kind of unlucky.
I was late. Because I was freaking lowering their volume.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you peeked off of her because you have a good intuition for that. It seems like you're not scared. Your confidence doesn't seem to be much of an issue. So
I just had bad target selection. I maybe thought I was gonna kill the reyna, and then I swapped over too soon.
yeah, it's mainly just a problem of aim there because if you one tap, if you like hit her in the head, she just dies. But you did hit her 4 times, so you're hitting the right person. It was just a matter of these guys are so mad in all chat. Oh my god. Yeah, you can op top cat or tiles. Probably no from mid.
Oh, okay. Oh, and play that close angle to the left.
Yeah, you can hold tiles, whichever one you think they're gonna peek from. Honestly, I'm not sure. Probably tiles. Tell your Brim to move a little bit.
Brim. Oh, Brim. I'm gonna play this if you don't mind. Thank you.
They
I think
still
he
have
just
result, and he can dash.
smoked everything. Oh shit.
You actually moved there whenever you shot, but that's okay. They're coming out A, so yeah, just rotate A. You can get knives if you get 2 kills here. They're gonna probably push you. They're mad tilted right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Holding the jump up's very good there though.
Like
No,
that?
like on the
Oh,
like
this?
boxes. If the wall wasn't there, like where you're looking.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Good
Damn.
try. If you got the kill there, I'll just pop
Yeah.
knives instantly and updrafted, because then you still have a chance to win the run.
That would have been good.
Yeah, your confidence is an issue. Your aim isn't really either. Your aim could use a little bit of consistency. I think aim lab would even that out though, like a lot.
Okay.
So I don't know what problems I'm seeing, because this game is kind of hard to say since you're just hard winning.
The other teams, yeah, they're pretty bad.
You can just practice dashing out here. You gonna try frenzy, just see if you like it.
Yeah, I'm down. I don't use it very often, but
So you just want to smoke dash into it and you play close angles, close fights.
okay.
And you can also go into tree, into garden, and because that's pretty close range. So, but I'll let you just choose. I also like to jump up top here some of the time, but you don't have to.
Onto the like heaven.
No, like at the start there. Yeah, just don't. Yeah, you got her. You can play under heaven. Yeah, like right here is what I meant.
Aw, I got
Yeah.
too aggressive.
Yeah, that was. I was gonna say, like you know, like where you jumped up there on the boxes, like just below
Yeah.
those boxes. You can
Okay.
also jump on the first box while crouched, and they can't see you. So yeah, that's generally not a good play to do unless you're like going for a clip or an ace or something, because
Okay.
it's just risky. Because people most often come from heaven when they're retaking, almost always. There'll be at least one person, so it's just a little risky. But good job. That's again no problem with the confidence. Usually Jets will just kind of like sit there and aim in and not be sure where to dash, and you dash perfectly. Surrender. GG. So what do you force?
Usually do like this.
Okay, let's see you go up B. Careful for shorties though, because what I did tell you to do
Okay.
on defense was to go B with a shorty. So this is exactly what
That's
you guys are
very
doing.
true.
But I don't think they're gonna be doing that honestly. Smoke and dash out. Good clear.
Oh my god.
It's unfortunate. Of course she has a stinger.
The stinger, yeah.
Damn. So yeah, so a good thing you could do, you can see how there's like literally 3 people there. You could just tell your team
Yeah.
to go B again, because they're probably gonna stack toward A next round, because they're desperate.
Okay.
Spike down mid.
On the first round when I jumped up heaven, like my thought process is Raze was playing site with Chamber, so there probably wasn't
Would it
anyone
be
else
anyone?
on A.
Yeah. So the thing is that Chamber can TP from somewhere else, so technically there could be 3.
Okay.
I don't know, just jumping up, it's not about really that round specifically, just jumping up in heaven is, if you're gonna jump up heaven, I would like updraft. Because there is like a slight spot where you can not be seen. Also on top of Jin, if you updraft there, that's basically the same as like, it's not the same as pushing heaven, but you have heaven control from there. If you have door and flank lockdown, you can hold heaven from that spot.
Okay.
I would buy Sheriff, just for fun. Or honestly,
With
you can buy
nothing else.
Shorty and dash into him with armor. Yeah. Yeah, smoke dash and then you can come out the smoke with your Shorty.
Ooh,
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, sprint stairs. Run up close spawn. Don't be scared. Walk up to the left of, yeah, right here. Just sit there, closer, a little closer. Nice. Grab the gun. Just jump across.
Oh, freaking satchel.
Oh my god. Yeah, I told you to jump because I thought there might be someone there, and you did too. That's why you didn't cross, I think. But
Yeah.
if the satchel didn't do that, you probably would have been fine.
His crosshair looks like a bubble.
Yeah, there's some crazy crosshairs, honestly. I've seen like tic-tac-toe, empty tic-tac-toe crosshair, like kind of crazy. Let's see you attack mid, just since this game's just free.
Okay.
You can run up mid or you can go cat, whatever you want.
I'll go tiles and try to play away from my team.
Yeah, you can, one thing you can do, even if you don't have knives, you can updraft here to see if there's someone. Because they can cross, but I think if you updraft, you'll see them crossing.
Okay.
Because if you just shift walk and peek, they'll already have the chance to cross without you being able to see. And then if they cross you, can have your brim to ult that maybe.
Okay.
That guy's a psycho.
That aim was so bad though.
It's all good. Yeah, you can updraft on that thing right there.
Ooh. Oh, like to get.
Yeah,
Both for CT.
yeah. You can walk up garden. probably won't peek you from there yet. Yeah, other one's probably gonna go heaven. Good job.
Thank
GG.
you. It wasn't like the best game since they got pretty much destroyed by my team, but
No, but I think it is good because I usually tell duelists to like even out where they're positioning at.
okay.
Like especially on, I mean it's important both on attack and defense really, but because like if you're just going one spot over and over and over again, it's predictable after so many rounds. But if you keep swapping stuff up, you're gonna keep catching people off guard. You can stop screen sharing as well. Just, open up a custom game. Do you have any like questions overall? Or does that make sense like why you'd wanna swap up your positioning?
That makes sense.
I think you
Cause
do
it,
good on defense, but maybe people usually struggle with attack for the most part, so.
okay.
Yeah, do you have any, wait, should we do ASCENT here? Or should I show you like more on ASCENT or should we pick another map?
Whatever. If you notice things I was doing wrong that you think you should go over, I'm
Honestly,
down for ASCENT.
given the scoreline, there wasn't much. It's just kind of about picking where you want to go and mainly on attack, like I said, like, because people almost always go A and B, but people neglect to push mid on attack, which is a very valuable thing to do. In that one spot, the ramp, did you see that one of my last videos? Because that spot is like actually cracked. If you play
Was it
that.
Jett? Was it Jett on ASCENT?
Yeah, I think
I think.
so.
Yeah, I saw how you showed the updraft onto the generator
Yeah,
on
that
attack, and that.
that's a spot you can use. I think we'll not do a sin just because I've done that like the last two videos. Do you want to pick another one?
Uh, did you do fracture on anything?
Yeah, I've done fracture. The ones I haven't done are split and haven recently.
I'm down for split Raze stuff if you want to do that.
Okay.
Cause if I get split, I'll play Raze a lot.
Yeah, Raze. That's one of Raze's best maps. So I don't I don't know like rollouts or anything or like double satchels. I know a couple, but I don't know if I can actually do them. But I can show you where you can go to. But otherwise, I'll just show you where you can nade or like how you can use your abilities and stuff.
Okay.
So first of all, we can start defense. I'll show you like spots I was telling you could updraft or satchel onto. So in this case, it would be satchel. There's one that comes to mind. That's outside of B main. And this is essentially the same as the A main high ground spot that I was having you play last game.
Infestation.
So
Well, fine. I'll just make sure to be extra collateral with my collateral damage. My ult's ready.
so this spot up here.
Yeah.
So yeah, just pre-round you can just do this. And you know, there's obviously only a few agents that can get up here, so people will sometimes clear this, but again, people especially in Plat or Gold will not clear this very much, so this is a good spot to play. The only downside of this is that Heaven is you're vulnerable to Heaven, and a lot of the time whenever you are on B site, you will get sandwiched from
There.
B main and from Heaven because someone in mid will die on your team that's defending. And that's often how B is taken. So, but if they do just come out hard B main, this is just such a good spot, especially if you have ult.
Yeah.
You pop your ult, you don't make noise, and then you can just like, yeah. So, but what else? What would you do here on defense for B?
I would probably peek to see
Here?
if they're coming, and then try to run away and throw like a nade to slow them down, and then get like backside it and just play like a kind of an off angle.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So also I want to talk about jiggling, just in general, not for Raze, but I don't think I've seen you jiggle that much. I think you know what it is though, right?
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't think I did it at all last game.
Yeah. So it probably feels weird to do, but the purpose of doing it, once you understand the purpose, you might actually do it a little more. Basically, because if you're just holding like this, you're kind of just out in the open, and to the attackers, their crosshair is gonna be placed right there. So good, like any good player will be like this, and sometimes pre-fire
Yeah.
in higher ranks. So if you're jiggling, you're kind of like minimizing the chance that they can hit you, and also you're still getting the same amount of information. If you see someone, you can stop and shoot like you're standing, but it's just a little more effective. And also, it's just
Okay.
good for peeking like against ops or against the good players. I don't know. It's better than just wide swinging like this. Because if you go like this, you're exposing your whole body, and it's unnecessary to do that. So, and you can do it like really tight. You can do it for like some angles, or you can go a little bit wider like this. And
Okay.
we had the discussion of if it's better to do it back like this or if it's better to do it close. I think it might be better to do it a little farther back.
You're
Just
harder
because,
to see, like
yeah,
less of your body shows.
and you can see more. I think like more sooner. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that's how it is. It's just
Yeah, that
weird.
makes sense. With
Yeah,
the angles and stuff.
yeah, at the angles, it just feels right like this. So, but yeah, so jiggling's valuable mainly when you're attacking, but also on defense. So it's not something you should always do, but it is something that can be very good. I would also suggest you said you peek this, and then if there's someone there, you'd run away. And then when do you nade?
I mean,
Like if
if
you
I
hear
hear
them?
him pacing, yeah.
So like okay, like right here, they're running up, you just nade something like this.
Yeah, or it's sometimes mostly I'll play like heaven. So if I have like a sage and they slow it, I'll just nade their slow.
Okay, yeah, this is much better. I was gonna say the first nade's kind of bad just because it will slow them down and it'll stop them from coming out. But I realized this playing Raze for a little bit that my nades a lot of the time are kind of useless. I bet you probably noticed this too. Like, not useless in the sense that it doesn't slow them down, but in the sense that it doesn't damage them as much.
Yeah,
So what you
because they can just kind of walk away from it.
yeah, because they're gonna hear it coming from a mile away. So it's really good to do in the slow, because then they can't really get away from it if you know if you hear them in the slow, or if you think they're coming out still in the slow. So the way that I counter this is instead of nading, I just throw a boombot, because
Okay.
Boombot does the same thing as a nade. It slows them down for a second. Boombot usually doesn't get kills, but sometimes, rarely, it will. But
Yeah.
it's much more effective at what a nade will do. And then you can save the nade for like a. It's really good to throw at plants because it can stop the plant, or it can just kill the planter. Especially if you throw one in the air like this, it'll blow up like mid-air before they can really react to it. Whereas if you throw it against the wall and it bounces, they'll have more time to react because they can hear it coming. Whereas if you throw it higher, it's just less. I don't even know if this is like a lineup or something, but that's
I
probably
need
not
to
good to
learn
do. But yeah,
some like like anti-plant lineup type stuff.
there's not really like lineups. I don't think. I mean, maybe there are, but you just have to find a good bounce onto something like
Okay.
this, because then
Yeah, that was good.
that's gonna stop the plant for sure, or maybe even kill them. If you get it directly on top of them and get the initial, because like an initial explosion and there's 4 extra explosions afterward. So if you can get the initial explosion on top of the planter or on top of someone, that's very good. It takes practice though. So, but yeah, mainly getting out of the habit of just throwing it like, I don't know. Yeah, it's also good to just stop people from peeking things. So yeah, other than that on B, what I like to do, I like to play up there, but I also like to play kind of like this. A lot of the time Sage will wall this so it doesn't work, but
Yeah.
another thing you can do is just sit here. But another one of my favorite spots is to sit back here. So you notice
Okay.
on ASCENT, I remember you were playing a tight angle, and I told you to sit out a little bit like this.
Yeah.
This is an off angle, so it's more useful because one, you can't get spammed through this as easily, because enemies will spam this. Probably not as much in Plat, but people will spam it. So if you stand back, it's harder for you to get spammed, and also it's just people usually clear like this when they're pushing up. So if you're sitting here and they're clearing this, they have to hit a flick to kill you. And then
Okay.
also be careful of heaven. Again, this spot is a little vulnerable to heaven, but this spot's really good because people will run up, and usually when they're coming up here, their attention will mainly be focused here and here. So if you have a little bit of trigger discipline, you can kill like 2 or 3.
Okay.
And this spot will work about, like, I'd say 2 or 3 times on defense. Maybe just like 1 or 2 times, I don't know. Depends on the team and how close the game is. But you can also pop your ult from here. Again, the best Raze ults are usually whenever you double satchel, or whenever you ult in complete silence. And don't run at them and just wait a sec, because you have time. And if they keep running into you, then you could just like go like that. And whenever you Raze ult, your momentum like goes in the opposite direction, so you can technically use it to like go forward or whatever. You can do that at the end of your 2 satchels as well. I'm not as good at that because I also don't really play much Raze. So yeah, any questions about B or anything? You can also, whenever
Yeah.
you're, I guess, like pushing, you can
There.
take use of this, or whenever you're defending, you can play up here. Defending heaven and playing here is really good when defending heaven.
Yeah. So what if you were playing like A side and they already planted? How would you go about retaking?
Yeah, retaking B is kind of rough. Honestly, so if we're coming from A and the spikes either already getting planted or it's already planted, I prefer to go heaven
There.
a lot of the time. I don't really like going CT, but also I do like to. I notice myself going through vents a lot to retake this, just because people like to sit in mid or mail sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you go like this, people sometimes sit
There.
here or like here, because these are really sneaky spots that I use sometimes whenever I'm just kind of waiting. But people really won't play these, but there are things I guess you could be like slightly aware of. Make sure that there's no one, and then
Yeah, that box spot's hard to clear if they're
it
just
really
lurking
is,
like
because if you
that.
just go like this, then you're exposing yourself to heaven. Um, but yeah, what I would do is either I would
There.
suggest coming through here,
There.
because if you come heaven as a duelist, you have your most, especially as Raze, you can satchel out much more easily. And this is just very narrow. It's very dangerous. Usually you want to come out from CT like after you get a pick, or just I don't know if someone pushes you or something. So here, make sure you clear this. People definitely sit here, and people will definitely sometimes sit here. Whenever you're defending heaven, this is a really good spot to play. This is probably the best spot to defend heaven from, or
There.
and there. And you can play between these two, especially if you're gonna raise ult.
Okay.
But yeah, so whenever you clear this, make sure you clear this, especially if you're retaking, and then clear here to here. And then I can also hide behind here without being able to see them, so make sure you clear that. And then from this spot, this is whenever you can choose to do like one of two things. You can either choose to ult and satchel out, or you can satchel out without your ult, or you can just kind of fight like normal, and just try to clear everything. Make sure I did see you clear this in deathmatch, so that's good. Um, you know when you drop, if you shoot like right the second or like the millisecond right before you drop, you don't make noise. The drop
Okay.
doesn't make
Oh.
noise.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so
I
that's
thought it just covered up the noise. I didn't know it just made it not make a noise.
yeah, it's very hard to it's very hard to hear. I don't think you can hear it at all actually. Yeah, and so like whenever you hear a shot, you don't necessarily assume that they've already dropped. And this can be used like anywhere, especially on this map. There's high ground
There.
here. There's high ground here.
There.
Yeah, I mean there's
There.
high ground here. There's high ground in a lot of places, but if you're gonna drop, if you know your time's running out and you want to just commit for it, you might as well just do something like this, assuming you're not gonna satchel. And then now you already have an advantage because you'll find that you can catch some people that are still looking up heaven because they don't think you've dropped yet. And then from here, it's just you're just taking the route that you want to take. It doesn't really matter if you're running low on time. You just want to hold W. Boombot. Do you ever use satchels to displace enemies? You know how your momentum was displaced on Ascent whenever you're trying to jump?
Yeah. I do it sometimes. Like if I know they're hiding somewhere, I'll try to.
Throw it? Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Mainly whenever you're diffusing, so like, because if you know that they're CT, because sometimes you know where they are, and it's like a 1v1, you know where the last person is, but you need to defuse the spike. You can just throw a satchel, stick the spike, and then if you hear them, pop it, and then you can peek them because it gives you the advantage, because they don't know if you're sticking it or not. Really good raises do that, and that's a good habit to get into. Mainly, like I said, just whenever you're diffusing, but also in other scenarios it can work really well too. So yeah, you can also come out rafters. I would try to walk until unless you don't have time or until you can get a pick. So yeah, you can also come out
Okay.
CT, but like I said, it just feels really awkward. But you can
My
do
ultimate.
this. Also, do you ever use one satchel to just use momentum or gain momentum?
Yeah, I could do that. I'll do that sometimes to peek like an angle if I know someone's holding
Yeah.
close. You could kind of satchel out and they won't expect it.
Yeah, I think you're definitely plat level, honestly, from what you're telling me. So like if I knew there's someone sitting like here,
There.
and I'm already for some reason right here, I usually throw the one satchel like on the wall and then just walk slightly to the left of it and then hold like A in this case, and that allows you to get vision, and the chances of them tapping you in this
Satchel out.
movement is quite low. So
And it's I like doing that if I know they're offing, because they're most of the
Gonna
time not
whiff.
expecting you to do that. Yeah.
And if you jump, you go farther, it seems. So yeah, for
Okay.
the as far as the double satchel, I don't think I can actually do it, but
Satchel out. Satchel out.
kind of. I don't know if that's actually maximum distance, but there's a video, I think Flight's video, and he does a tutorial on it. So if you really want to get good at that, that's definitely a good thing to do. Because over here on A, you can go. You've probably seen it. You can go from like here
Yeah.
all the way to I don't even know where, honestly. I think here.
There.
They could go from top ramp and wrap around to the heaven to the rafters.
Yeah,
They do
and
crazy stuff.
yeah. So like if you combine that with your ult momentum, because like whenever I can't do this, I don't think, but
Satchel out.
yeah. But if you get your ult off, you should be like midair, like right here. And this is where your momentum is running out. So if you pop your ult and you're looking down, and this way you can shoot like here or here. If there's smoke, sometimes you get kills here, and then
Yeah.
it'll carry your momentum over to here, or if you want to go up rafters or up here or
There.
wherever. So that's the cool thing about Raze that you can do. Also on attack, we'll go ahead and start here at A and then go back mid, I guess. A cool thing you can do is boombot an angle like this, and if there's someone close here, which this does happen
There.
quite often, you can just they'll either have to shoot it or they'll just take damage and almost die. So if you don't hear anyone, then you can peek like this safely.
A lot of the times when I'm attacking A, in the beginning, I'll from the barrier, I'll just nade top ramp. You can do it like over the wall,
Okay.
and then I'll through my boombot like that and just push sight. Yeah.
I messed it up. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. I don't know if I would want to use nade there, but you definitely can if they peek there a lot, especially. So another
Okay.
thing, this is a very dangerous angle to peek because you can see like they could be
There.
here, they could be here,
There.
here, 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 here. Like they could be a lot of places.
Yeah.
So this is why jiggling is important here. Also, you can do this play, and then they're probably not gonna kill you, but then they know you cross the ramp. That's okay though. You can do that twice. That's pretty cool actually. I like that. It feels really nice to do that because if you have good aim, you can just adjust your aim quickly. And yeah, this wall is also spammable. So if there's one person left and you're defending, I would suggest shooting through here. Try to kill one.
Okay.
Also on defense for A, this is a god spot right here. And this, I would suggest playing this maybe a couple times, honestly. Because sometimes it's weird, sometimes you'll get enemies that attack, or sometimes your team will attack and they won't want to come on main, but your whole team will come up a ramp like this, and they won't
Yeah.
care, they'll just make noise stomping. So you just sit right here. You don't really need to nade or boombot. You can't ult, actually. And then, I would wait until you can actually shoot your ult, but, so like,
I hate when I do it and I'm like trying to
You can't do
spam
it,
the
yeah.
shoot button and then they just shoot me out of the air. Yeah.
I think it's better. The reason I couldn't shoot immediately is because I threw the satchel, so maybe just jump and do it. And then you can get back on top like that. It's kind of cool actually. Or otherwise you can just sit here with the rifle. And again, in the case of a shorty, I would suggest using shorty every eco round. Just get in the habit of using it. This is a really good
Okay.
shorty spot right here. And jiggling kind of like this. You don't want to obviously jiggle like this because you're not going to be killing anyone like this. But there's a slight jiggle here where you can see if they're walking up, they're going to get the jump on you. But if you go like this and jiggle them, you're going to see the tip of their gun and then you can just and run away. Get their gun maybe. And in an eco round, if you're one kill away from your ult, you just kind of do this, get the kill, ult. This is what Raze is really good at doing. It's really nasty if you get kills like that with your ult. Especially on an eco. It can be devastating for the enemy economy.
What do you think about using the ult and satcheling right if you're on defense right when the barrier drops to try to I mean it's kind of risky because there's like a 50-50 chance they're not even gonna be there.
Yeah, so okay, remember how I said like after first round I said go B because there's a high chance they go B?
Yeah.
If it's a scenario like that, that's very, very good to do because I mean if you're really good at predicting and you have a very strong feeling they're gonna come a certain way on a certain map, then this is a very good play. But there is always a chance you can just waste your ult. It is up to you though if you want to do that or not.
Okay.
It also depends on your playstyle. This is a very good play though.
My ult's ready.
Then you can use the momentum to get out because like if you're here and you're ulting, and then you use the momentum to go back this way, then you're still exposed. You're probably not gonna kill. It's not like a nuke. You're not gonna kill everyone here, but you're gonna probably get like 2 or 3. So if you
Yeah.
use the momentum from here to like push yourself back this way, then you're gonna get you get a safer spot, and then you can. This spot right here on defense is also really god tier for many reasons, because this is you have A locked down except for
There.
vents, but you have A locked down. So if you're playing A with someone else, you could tell them to go
There.
pick up vents, and this is really good because you're probably gonna get at least a kill or 2 here, because this is not. You could play like deep over here, but I would suggest playing again out a little bit.
Okay.
This is really nice
There.
spot though. Also, I guess you go up here as Raze.
Satchel out.
Also, you probably do this, but make sure you jump whenever you,
Satchel out.
right before you,
Yeah.
yeah, you get maximum height. Same with Jett whenever you up draft. But yeah, this might be good. I don't really use this much, but I'm guessing it would be good. So these are spots you want to play as Duelist. As far as on, like, toward A site, this is a really good spot. Not in this corner, but like out a little bit again. This is a spot I used to play all the time, but not so much anymore. One of the problems with it is people can go ramp and then they can flank on top of you, which is a really awkward position, obviously.
Yeah.
But this can work once a game on defense, so I would suggest using that. And then
Okay.
especially playing Raptor, you can just play this like every round on defense. It doesn't matter if they know you're there, because you can always swap it up, play here. You have your ult. Like this is just a playground for Raze. This whole map, I would say. So yeah, this spot is
There.
quite risky. I wouldn't play it too much unless you have a shorty again.
Okay.
But if you have a shorty, I would just play here. It's probably better. Yeah, playing up here somewhere, playing there. I don't like playing site too much unless I really have, again, a feeling that they're gonna push A. Elbow's pretty good, especially if you're using a Vandal. But if they're all running out, it's kind of dangerous. You can also sit here if you're gonna op as Jett, if you're playing Jett on this map. Here's good to op from, here, and you've probably died to that as against a Jett before if it's opping.
Yeah.
You can also
especially
go
when
like
they
this.
don't smoke at all.
Yeah, because not everyone, like I said, people don't know how to play this map, and that's why it can be a really frustrating map to play. People just don't
There.
come out main, and they'll just kind of
There.
sit here chilling out, doing nothing for a little bit. Any more questions about A? I think those are like the main spots.
So
for the
if you're
most part.
playing like on the rafters right there, if you're playing that off angle, once you get a kill, do you go more towards the corner or do you just keep holding that?
It honestly depends, because if you hear like 3 people running out, you can honestly like pre-nade it, and then you can come out like this, or you can just wait. People do clear
There.
this some of the time. Well, people are definitely gonna clear this, right? So like they're gonna be looking in your direction, but they're gonna have to hit a nasty flick to hit that. Like that's gonna be really hard
Yeah.
for them. So whereas if you're there, it's not really as hard to hit a flick, but it's still kind of hard. So right
That
here,
makes sense.
you almost always get the first person. But again, first kill, you can throw this, and they either have to shoot that, or you can use it to bounce them back, and then you can reposition however you want it. It doesn't matter if you go closer, you can fall back. At this point, you can just run, because you've already killed one, they know where you are, so.
Okay.
It's up to you really though. You can, sometimes there's gonna be like 2
There.
side to side, so you can get both of them.
Satchel
You
out.
could do something like this. This is really good whenever you know that they're gonna be pushing you. Just because that bounces them either forward or backward or into the sides here. Also, what you could do, I like to come back and then like kill ramp here. And yeah, this spot right here is like one of the best spots you can play, because you can see I have this site also locked down. I can see everything. I wouldn't play like this
Yeah.
because it's kind of weird because you have to like flick, but this like just this whole like screen that you can see right now is just really kind of satisfying. But this spot also
you
holds
see
it
like
down.
everything.
Yeah, I've seen everything, and so this spot is good right here, kind of, but it's a little kind of vulnerable to ramp. So if there's a multiple pushing out, again, this is a perfect spot to ult from or nade from. That just shuts down ramp entirely. Probably like this is better for the come up on ramp. And then you can ult, I don't know, it's just really, you gotta be creative a little bit, but for the most part, this is one of the best spots, and holding here, This will catch people off guard a lot because people don't do that a lot. And yeah, this is also
There.
kind of a good spot. Yeah, so we can go ahead and talk about mid and
I play
Vince.
mid a lot.
Yeah, it's really good for Raze. Pre-nading every round, I would not suggest that. Unless you just hear them running up, you can
There.
nade here to stop, especially if you're in heaven. Because
Yeah,
I play
I
against
do that
Razes.
from vent sometimes though.
Yeah, that's fine. A lot of Razes will bounce it like this. And then they just do it at the same time at the start of every round, even in Immortal. It's like, I don't know, I just tell my team, guys, she's gonna nade, just wait. And then your nade's just useless. So try not to do that. Try to use it like reactively, if that makes sense. You're not gonna get a
Mhm.
kill with probably most of your nades, but try to at least get a little bit of damage. Try to make that your goal. Because
Like
that's,
break their armor
yeah, or like
or
anything.
something.
Any amount of damage that could be the difference between them dying or living if someone else damages them. Or if you just nuke them all and get like a double kill, that's great. And this is also a great place to ult. You can
Okay.
get anyone in mid. Yeah, what I was gonna tell you though before here in vents, a spot I like to play. This spot right here is so good. Even like I trick so many people like this. Basically you just make no noise, especially on an eco round. Again, if you have a shorty, you just sit here. Most of the time, the problem with this spot is that they'll
There.
just come up here and then they'll
There.
go into male and be heaven. So I just fast flank. Oh my god,
Okay.
there we go. So I'll just fast flank because people sometimes come in here, but usually everyone will just sprint
There.
into heaven, and then sometimes people will watch flank, but mostly they'll just neglect to watch flank. And then again, make sure there's no one sitting mid, and then at this point you're gonna catch. Sometimes you'll come if you flank quick enough, you can shoot people that are
There.
here and here, and it's okay to just kill them because you can always just run back and then rotate
There.
this way
On my way.
after you kill one or two. And if you don't see anyone yet, you can just walk up, and usually you'll find someone in heaven. And if you flank fast enough, again, they won't be expecting you to flank this early, because you're listening and you're on the case pretty much. And usually you can catch someone in heaven, and if you don't, you can always satchel out the site, kill the planter, nade the planter. There's a lot of options. But this spot right here, and also you can use this one, I guess, because basically the thing is, whenever people come vents, they're gonna look like this, and then they don't even clear that spot usually, unless they're really good and go like this. But that doesn't
Yeah.
happen in gold plat. So same thing here. Unless you go like this. So you just sit like this. You can crouch, doesn't really matter. You'll often hear them, and then often what will happen is you hear them stomping, and then they'll jump. So you have to be ready to kill them, but you can get a free gun from this on an eco round if you have a shorty. But yeah. So another way I like to play mid here is I like to play this spot over here.
Okay.
This is kind of dangerous because you can get naded, but you also just you have this to get out. So this is a really good
A
spot
lot
to.
of
Yeah, go ahead.
a lot of times I'll just peek with. I usually play Vandal, so I'll peek market with a Vandal in the spot, and then if I see a whole bunch of them coming, I'll go to like a off angle where I can see the stairs. Like that, yeah, and then I'll talk to my teammate and be heaven, and if I hear him coming, I'll like
There.
boombot or do something like a nade or something to try to slow him down or damage him.
Yeah, this will often be smoked as well. So
Yeah,
I
that's true.
I would honestly, yeah, Boombot nades really good through the smoke. I would consider playing aggressive through the smoke here. Sometimes people sit like this, so you have to be careful of like that whenever you come out the smoke. But usually you can sneak through, kill some people there. If you have a Vandal, it's a little bit harder, but you can still easily do it. But sometimes people don't come up mid as fast as you expect, so you have to be careful as well. But also, if you have ult, just ult right through the smoke, and yeah, that's really
Okay.
free. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna say. Whenever you hear like, usually whenever people push mid, it's like 2, 3, or 4 people, so you can hear them stomping from like
There.
up the stairs, and you can just pop your ult whenever you think. Whenever you think, the best thing about Raze is you just pop it silently while you're standing still and let it come out, and then once you like, you should pop it whenever you think that they're in a spot where they can't get away from it. Obviously, minus a few characters you can just TP, but if they're like right here coming up,
There.
if they start running away, you're still gonna be able to get them. It doesn't matter. But whereas if you ult and they're like back
There.
here, they can definitely get away and hide. So that's another important thing to think about for Raze ult.
Okay.
Yeah, this spot's also good to try. We could try B Heaven now. I think I already showed you this actually. This spot right here is really good.
Yeah.
Just cause this, I don't know. I feel like there's so many spots like this on this map where it's like something angled. Like this is angled
There.
right here. This is angled. This is
There.
angled. This is
There.
angled. This is
There.
angled. I don't know.
Yeah.
And these are all really good spots, except for
It
that one.
used
But
to be like hard corners, and then they
yeah,
nerfed the map because it was too many like 50-50 angles.
yeah. Even so though, this is still like I love this spot because whenever people come up, they're just looking like this.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. So sometimes you'll find yourself in this position where you can't really get up there because you're rotating, or this is just where you are. So you can hold out like this. But if you do this, you're gonna need to hit your shots. You can also hold up close like this. Or you could just sit here, wait for them to go to site, and then flank them. Because sometimes people just sit here, or in mail. But yeah, I don't know. This whole part's kind of awkward, honestly, to play when you're defending.
Yeah. And playing like Chamber and Reyna and Jett, I kind of developed like bad habits for having good positioning because all of them have an ability where you could get a kill and get out.
Yeah,
So then, sometimes when I play Raze, I'll try to hold like an aggressive angle like that. And
you can't get away.
my
Muscle
get
memory.
out of jail free cards just like
Yeah,
I can't satchel fast enough to get out, but
yeah. So definitely, swapping up your playstyle when you play Raze, you have to realize you can't. I mean, what she lacks in not being able to get away easily, she makes up for with all of her util. Definitely she does. She's very strong. But if you do play Reyna on this map, she's also very good. Jett's also good, but I think Reyna and Raze are a little bit better. Just because it's not as I don't know, it just plays a little more close range. So Jett, for that reason, you have to have a little more finesse. It's not you can dash, like you can dash out here, but it's not the best. You can dash up ramp, it's actually really good.
okay.
I like to dash
Here.
across here or like into this
Here.
corner because you can see if there's anyone there, and you can also get into this corner, which is really advantageous for your team. But yeah, Raze will make up for not having the get out of jail free card with her util if you learn how to use it a little more.
Okay. And just play smarter.
Yeah, exactly. You have potential. I'm pretty sure you'll get back. What are you like, gold 3? How much are?
I'm 4 away now after that win.
Yeah, you're gonna hit Plat. Is your peak's Plat 1?
Yeah.
You're gonna climb to Plat 2 or 3 after this. After like maybe I would say under a week if you play consistently, but I don't think you're gold by any means. So yeah, but you should practice. You need to practice your you need to aim lab a little bit because your aim's kind of wonky at times.
Okay.
But that's okay. It happens. If you just aim lab 5-10 minutes, because deathmatch is nice, but I think aim lab will help you work out your consistency. And once your consistency is worked out, you don't need to aim lab as much. You can just deathmatch, because then your muscle memory is just fixed until you stop playing for an extended
Okay.
period of time.
Especially since I just changed my sense too, it makes it a little bit harder. I
Yeah,
changed it like a couple days ago.
yeah, it
So-
does make it harder. What did you swap from? How much did you swap from?
0.4. I dropped it 0.25 or 0.15.
Yeah, it's not too big of a drop, so you should be
0.015.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I used to play like 0.48 or 0.5 even at 800, and now I play at like 0.4, 0.41.
Okay.
So yeah,
So-
one thing we didn't talk about was attacking mid, I forgot, so.
Oh yeah.
This is, a lot of people start market, they just like default or autopilot to market, like just without even thinking about it, so. I like to come from sewers, and then kind of just walk up here. And then you jiggle this, make sure there's no one here. And they can be in that corner without being able to see this, but just looking there is good. And then here, people like to walk
There.
out at the start of the round a lot. Like especially overconfident duelists like to do this. And it can work, it's kind of risky, so expect that. If they have a good aim, they might catch you.
Okay.
But usually what will happen is they'll be looking toward market. So if you come here, this is really good. This gives you an advantage. And then of course the most common spots are gonna be
There.
right here and then
There.
like in vents. So anywhere in vents really. But also this box
There.
is if you know someone's there, you just nade it and you get the kill. I wouldn't nade it if you don't think anyone's there. You can also throw a boom bot. You can walk up a little bit. Hold. I like to walk up like this. Hold this and then clear that.
Okay.
From here you have some options. You can satchel or you can like boombot something. Boombotting like this is good, but think about what you're boombotting because you have to. If you boombot on this side, then it doesn't really clear
There.
this. So maybe like
Bomb
this.
buddy out.
Okay.
So that clears over there, and then it goes that way. So they're gonna have to shoot it if they're in there. Unless they hide in ropes, which, you know, but whatever. And then, so if I said dashing
There.
over there is good, so you can do like this. And then, so if you already boombotted that, then you know they can't be there. So you can just get ready to clear this. So what it would look like, like this, I think. So that's clear.
Satchel out.
Because then I already know the left side's clear. I don't need to clear it. My team's behind me. And now I've made a lot of space at this point with only a boombot and one satchel. And I still have ult, assuming I have ult and nade and one satchel. So from here, if you saw anyone as you crossed,
Satchel out.
you can tell your team, and then you can like double swing, or you can just try to take the fight, or you can go over here. But this is how you attack mid, essentially. You have full control of this area now, and this is really bad for them. You'll often hear if you boombot like that, they'll either shoot it, which means they are in vent, or you'll hear them drop and jump into the bottom of vents. So you'll know that they're there,
Okay.
which means you can nade or ult it, depending on how you feel. And if they do break the boombot, you can throw a satchel like this. Just try to catch them off guard or something. And
That's
yeah,
the
whenever you
aim
come
up.
up like this, make sure you clear this corner. And then here, like I said, these two spots are the most important to clear. Clear rafters. They can also be on the rope. It's kind of rare, but it does happen. And then right here,
There.
first thing you need to clear. Also up here, they can sometimes sit like close
There.
here, here, or here with a judge. But here's a more common spot. There's pretty common. Here's pretty common as well. And from here again, it's the same thing as a retake, except you're just trying to get the spike done. So yeah, this spot's also
Okay.
this spot's risky, but it does get people sometimes. So be careful.
Yeah, I use that every once in a while.
That's good. You can also do this if your team's like running
There.
up here, for example. You can help basically just solidify this position for your team. So yeah, we're running close on time here. Do you have any other questions or anything about this map or just in general maybe?
To practice like jiggle peeking, is that something I should just like be more aware of and do it like every time, or should I just go to like a custom match and work on it, like peeking every angle for a bit?
If you think you struggle with some maps more than others, like position-wise or like getting picks on attack, it's mainly on attack that you should jiggle peek, but also on defense it's good. Sometimes it's situational. Because on defense you're usually waiting for them to come to you, right? So you don't need to jiggle peek. Like if you're sitting right
Okay.
here, you don't really need to jiggle peek just because you can, but like it's just kind of weird too sometimes.
You'll give your spot away, kind
Oh,
of.
you can do it without making noise. That's how you should practice. So yeah, I'll go into custom game. You don't need to do like every single angle on every single map because eventually you'll just get a feel for it. But since you've never really done it too much before, I would just practice and practice on attack, because if you practice on attack, it's gonna make it a lot easier to get kills. Because in deathmatch, this is where I noticed it at. You just kind of W key. You're kind of just going like this,
Yeah.
which is like it's not horrible, but it's just not the best thing you can do. Just because again, you're not fully exposing yourself. You're gonna notice yourself like that once you do this to like almost you expect them in every spot. You jiggle every angle. You're gonna notice yourself getting a lot more kills. You don't need to jiggle every angle, but just get in the habit of practicing it. So in maps maybe that you want to or you feel like doing, but you don't need to do everywhere. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Um,
definitely work on that.
But yeah, other than that, aim lab 5-10 minutes before you play, and I think, like I said, you're gonna hit plat 2 or 3 very soon.
Sweet.
But I wish you the best of luck, and you can message me on Discord whenever if if you have any more questions
Yeah.
or anything.
All right, we'll do. Thank you for your time and everything.
Yeah, of course. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. See you later.
Have a good one.
You too. All right. Thank you guys for watching.